everybody had a little talk.
Oops.
Oh, good. I love to hear myself talking.
Okay, so now you want me to share your screen?
I do, please. The Southern comes out just, so while she's doing that, I want to tell you all a little bit about myself. I've been in the business 25 years this year. And we lived there until 2013 when Real Energy came calling, and my husband took a job in Minnesota to run a company statewide there. So I sold real estate there as well, and then we lived in Naples for 2 years. So I worked for Premier there. Premier's always kind of been a part of our life, and so it is such a gift. And I hope you all know that I take a little bit of the brand and a little bit of what it's like for you guys to be out in the real world. And I hope that I can show you how those bridge and that you can take that to your clients, because people came in like me when I first joined Sotheby's. They took the top 10 agents in my market in Lexington from other companies and formed Sotheby's. So I didn't understand, how do we show people about the auction house when they have a $250,000 starter home and they don't care about that? They care that they have to sell this house so their kids can go to college. Or they have to sell this house so that they can be in Boise in 2 weeks. And so I want you to understand the gift that it is, first of all, but also how do you speak to that? Somebody stops you in an elevator and says, you're with Sotheby's, how does that help me? And so I want you to be prepared on what to say. Because if you align yourself with the auction house and your local market, it's a slam dunk for you everywhere you go. But I think that's a valid conversation, because we can tell you all about Sotheby's all day long. But when you're at church on Sunday and somebody says, I know you're a Sotheby's, but can you help me? I want to make sure that you understand what to say to them. That it's a gift for them as well. Nobody can touch our marketing. Nobody can touch our reputation. They can write checks to top agents. They can promise you the moon and the stars, but they can't touch us. So.
The clicker doesn't work. I can't help you on that one. I can get the thing up there, and then
I'm now going to sing and dance.
Is it the battery remote?
Thank you. Yes.
So
while she's checking her batteries, I'm going to continue to say, in addition to everything that Paige has just shared, the other really amazing thing that I could share with you about Sotheby's that I know because I've been in many different facets of the industry is the uniqueness of the collaboration of the brand. Nobody, the builders, we're the worst. Okay, you guys know I'm New Homes all day long. We're like, oh, I'm not telling you what I'm doing. I'm going to lie to you about my sales. I'm certainly not going to tell you my incentives. I mean, they're the worst, right? Builders are the worst. Then other brands will tell you they're collaborative. They don't collaborate. They're the worst. They compete even on their own floor. Sotheby's not only collaborates within our offices, within our own team, we collaborate Sotheby's to Sotheby's, whether it's the UK, whether it's in California, whether it's in New Jersey. We will work with other Sotheby's all across the globe because we truly want to work together with the highest and best advisors everywhere. We love that. And the brand recognizes that. So when Tasha did the co-listing from the Jockey Club, we co-listed it with the Equestrian Sotheby's down in Wellington. They actually did a huge write-up about how that actually exemplified what the brand stood for. Because they also agree that's who we are. We are a collaborative brand. And because our marketing, none of us syndicate through MLS, right? All of our marketing goes through our own networking. We can do that. We can't co-brand with a Remax, right? Because where does Remax going to syndicate through? MLS. We don't. We syndicate only through the Sotheby's network. So the only brand that, first of all, can touch our type of marketing would only be Sotheby's, right? Who else can even have the same level of marketing that we have? Nobody. The only one that could possibly even tip the iceberg as to what we could do would have been Christie's. And Christie's is all about price point. oh, it'd have to be maybe 600. No, now it's 800. No, well, it depends on where it is, right? And even then, they're not affiliated with their auction house. They have an auction house, but the real estate arm is not affiliated with that auction house. Did you know that? So don't ever think there truly is another brand out there that has what you have. You have access not only to the highest net worth of clientele out there, which is the auction clientele, you actually can say to your seller, that's a fabulous painting. If you're interested, we can see if Sotheby's wants to sell that for you. And not only can you do that, you can get a commission on it if it sells. Now, listen, I know nothing about art, so I can't help you, but I can.
But jewelry and cars.
And cars.
And all the
We'll be able
things.
to put, that's one of the exciting things coming, we'll be able to put in the person's, what they have in their home, and they'll be able to get a value on it.
That's coming. Luciana, it's coming. See, I was finding out about that. I just learned about it early. Okay, that's good stuff. Okay.
Don't repeat, go out of here.
No. I already heard Brad Nelson talk about it. He dropped it early.
Okay.
See, that's what happened.
Yeah.
Brad.
Oh, no, you don't get excited, keep the secret.
How do I get that?
Move
So
it to the other screen.
Okay, Tony, you just need to sit over here.
As long as your mimosa's not nearby.
I'm famous for those.
Technology.
Well, for spilling your mimosa.
You and I should be friends.
All right, so this is what we want. Get that one off there. This over here. You want to switch screens. There we go. Oh, they pop back up.
They do, and that's okay at the bottom. I like seeing who's there. So that's awesome. Can you see, guys? Can you see our screen? My Zoomers? Yes. Lisa, can you see it on yours?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, that's great. So you all know who I am. And my trusty sidekick here, you know who she is. Isn't she lovely? Sonia is your regional marketing director, and she can literally help you do just about anything that's out there. She is amazing.
Sure. You guys want your lights out over there?
Here by accident. Our brand was built on heritage. Knowing where we came from and where we're headed. Influence is not enough. Influence the influences. Embrace individuality. Unique. And remarkable. Reaching beyond borders, beyond trails, beyond dreams. To aspire to the unrivaled. We
That doesn't get you.
Woo! I love the
Yes.
Sotheby's videos.
Where is this video, please? Is it on?
It's on Sotheby's International Realty, but
No, it isn't on.
it's on the YouTube site for International Realty. I also have it on my YouTube channel under the brand.
If
It's one
you
of the brand
don't
videos.
follow the Sotheby's International Realty YouTube channel, make sure to do that. I don't do YouTube a lot, but it's the most followed channel on YouTube. If you can believe that, with all the dancing and singing and things my 10-year-old follows. That's cool. So make sure you jump on there.
Like watching that,
It
hearing
does.
the music and all the imagery that's in that video is amazing.
So your job as a premier Sotheby's International Realty advisor is to understand the relationship between the auction house and our
In
business.
1744, On the banks of the River Thames, British entrepreneur Samuel Baker created the world's preeminent auction house, redefining style, sophistication, and exclusivity. Sotheby's, as he called it, auctioned the finest jewels and art, literary masterpieces from the estates of kings, queens, aristocrats, and celebrities. 2 centuries later, and across the pond, Sotheby's would expand to New York. Beyond Britain, they would offer the most exclusive collectibles to the New World. In 1976, Sotheby's took another glorious leap forward, introducing a luxury real estate brand, the likes of which the world had never seen until today. Beyond the illustrious estates, castles, chalets, and abodes of livable art, Sotheby's International Realty offers something greater. A way of life, a step into history, and a leap into a modern future. Innovative, reimagining, inspiring. This is who we are. Sotheby's International Realty.
You have the 3 brand stories. I love it. The 3 brand stories are on my YouTube channel under Sotheby's. So if you look at my YouTube channel and I have them all into playlists, this is under the playlist and it's the 3 brand stories. These were released at the last G&E.
And they're beautiful because it is as a former advisor, it is a question that we get. And so you need to make sure that is that me?
No, it's me, but I
Okay,
have to because
that's
they were
okay.
using my
No,
microphone.
that's okay. It happens to me too. So I love on Insight, and I know I went through a couple of these items with you as I onboarded you. But what's beautiful about these stories and so many of these beautiful videos is you can go into Insight in marketing, and there are some listing videos and Matterport there that are wonderful. And I love the social media library that is under O5 marketing down at the bottom. If you go into social media library, you have a hard time one Wednesday when you can't come up with content for your social media. We have literally 25 videos that you can put in there. The 10 that I love,
10,
I
yeah.
love the 10 billion. Budge did a video, 10.1 billion. Is that right?
10.7.
10.7. And it's a wonderful way for you to send things out that aren't terribly, overly done. It's an honest, look what we did. We worked hard to get here, and it's his voice. And so I love that. I put it out on my social media from time to time because people call me from across the nation now and say, how do I join Premier? So it's an honor. It's an absolute honor. So I'd love for you all to have these assets whenever you need them. And I'm going to leave some cards at the desk with Cindy. So if you ever do have questions on these things, most of you know how to get in touch with me. But always feel free to call me. So quickly, just some history for you on the actual auction house and the offices that we have. Obviously, it was founded in 1744. We have 80 offices, 40 countries, 10 sales rooms. We have 70 different collecting categories. I don't think people realize that. Here's some beautiful examples of the different clientele that we are lucky enough to be involved with. And it's some pretty impressive numbers up there.
Stole
I'm glad. The websites, you all know this, most of you do already, Sotheby's.com and Sotheby'sHome.com. When you join Premier Sotheby's, you have a Premier Sotheby's email, but you also have, go ahead.
I have to say something because it's so exciting. So Sotheby'sHome.com, on your active pipe, you can actually bring content in that you want to take articles from. Sotheby's Home, you can take content right from Sotheby's Home and use that content as articles to use for if you want to create your own little emails that you want to do. So if you just go to the Sotheby's Home website, you can actually use the URL, paste it into, and I can show you how to do this on Active Pipe, and that content will automatically feed, just like Inman's, we're the Inman luxury writer. You can use that content, but the Sotheby's Home has such great content. So does the auction house. You go to their website, that content will automatically feed into the blog post section of your active pipe emails. It's awesome. Sorry, I had to do that. So
No,
exciting.
but that's so valuable in what you're doing in your day-to-day business. The publications, now, we are lucky at Premier Sotheby's International Realty because we do have Folio magazine. That is a magazine just for us, and Sonia will go into that at some point with you. But these are beautiful magazines through the actual brand, Sotheby's Preferred. The newsletter you can also sign up for on Insight. I can show you where that is.
Portfolio magazine too. If you guys need extra copies, you can always use that as a way to get in the door to talk to people. Have some magazines with you. If there's somewhere that you're gonna go, you can take some, and it's a great talking point. You're leaving them with something, and also just introducing yourself. And it's a great segue to talk to people. We have those.
I kept them in my
available.
car. I shared this with some people. I always kept them in my car. And I did on Insight, you can do some stickers with your business card information on them. And I put that on the back because the cover's always so beautiful. I didn't want to mess up the cover. But I put my information on the back, and anytime somebody said, what do your listings look like? Or what about your company? Or even people who didn't ask, I made sure and shared the folio, left it someplace, left it at our clubhouse, where we went to swim and play tennis. Those are the kinds of things, keeping in the forefront of people's minds. That's your job.
Go ahead and slide your biography in there on a page. So if you open the page, there you are. So if they pass that on magazine on to somebody else.
So this is really, really important. And it's what Carrie touched on just a little bit. The realty to auction and auction to realty referrals. If you walk in a house that you're getting ready to list, and they have a collection of something unique that you feel like would be an opportunity for the auction house, you just need to reach out to one of us, and we can put you in contact with the person that's going to be able to help you. You will be subjected to some really cool things when you lock in listings. And so we want to give you the opportunity and the platform to use that. And then, of course, because you are affiliated with us, we have the most amazing global referral network, period, on the face of the earth. So the auction to realty referrals is anybody who comes to the auction house can then benefit from Sotheby's International Realty. And you want to be eligible for this. So you need to make sure, and if you haven't already done Alex Remind's Zoom that she does monthly, you just need to make sure that you do that so that you can. Oopsies, you were going to say something.
I was just going to say, and even if you have, she always will welcome you to come on back on any other time. So if you're like, I would just love a refresher, just email her, email me, whatever. We'll happy to send you another link, and you could just hop back on, because sometimes she adds stuff. So always feel welcome to jump on, say, hey, Alex, when is your weekly, monthly this time? I'd love to jump back on, because she's also the connection to the auction house. And so she may have the information about the thing that Sonia's just dropped, that I knew about Brad just dropped. So, just saying. So you might want to get on that, more
She's
than
always
once.
got the inside scoop.
She seems to, right? So you might want to jump on that frequently.
She's a great gift to our company. So make sure you establish a relationship.
She's that person with some of this. I know a guy, she's that guy.
Yeah,
She is that guy.
she is. She knows them all.
She's a guy.
She does.
She's a
Yeah.
guy.
She's the guy.
She knows all the guys.
Yep.
Very warm welcome to Sotheby's for what promises to be an historic evening. £18 million, £50 million. This is a once in a generation opportunity. A multi-camera global live stream from around the world in real time.
So spanning 800 years of history.
Oscars and selling is yours. 150,000 is big. The extraordinary Jean-Michel Basquiat on Total Kent, new world record price. 400,000, 500,000 now, 500,000, 150,000 is big. Fair warning. The David Hockney, The Splash from 1966. Record-breaking at Sotheby's. Extraordinary Francis Bacon at $74 million.
much.
They're a very, very warm welcome to you. We're very privileged to be with you there in this studio. These innovations are here to stay.
That's a hair razor too.
Mhm.
So the auction house is something that is a beautiful relationship for you, and that is just another benefit of you being here with this amazing company. So Sotheby's International Realty, I'm going to spend just a few minutes on the brand, and then I'm going to go to Premier Sotheby's, our local affiliate. So you will hear this artfully uniting extraordinary properties with extraordinary lives. That was the brand vision that was established when, like Carrie said, Mike Good came on, and he wanted to make sure that people understood the relationship between the auction house and our brand, Premier Sotheby's International Realty, and all the other affiliates across the world. So it is a unique responsibility, and it's one that we all take very, very seriously. These are the 2021 stats. Do you know how to put videos on your tagline, on your, you can put them on your, your
Mhm.
your email signature. And this is a great one too. The 10.7 billion is as well. Again, here's just another highlight of all of the affiliation, beautiful gifts that you get for being part of Sotheby's International Realty. 36% increase year over year. Nobody can say that. Here's just a couple of awards that we've received. The Golden Club for the top luxury brokerage. The Webby Awards. Our marketing and our not many companies can tell you Premier Sotheby's International Realty. We have an in-house marketing company, basically. That's what you get. And so I never have ever experienced the absolute gift of the marketing that you get to be a part of. First with the brand, second with your local. The global network, we've talked to you about this before, the referral system. Make sure you connect with Alex. She is a gift to this company. You think I'm passionate about the brand? So make sure you establish a relationship with her as well. This is the G&E. You all have heard us talk about this. So before I was a Sotheby's agent, I was a Coldwell Banker agent. And I got to go to my first G&E as a Coldwell Banker agent. After 2 days of sitting in a room with advisors from across the world, I thought, what in the world am I doing being at Coldwell Banker? It's a wonderful company, and I was there for a really long time. But the networking ability that we have globally is amazing. And you think, oh, that'll never apply to me. It will at some point because of who you've aligned yourself with.
I had an agent that had been working a project that one of our homes seemed to got a lot of play from London. So we reached out to the London global concierge advisors and were able to make a connection just to make sure that we could get our coverage as well. Showed you their line agents as well. So I've had that experience. I've had another agent that we did some cross marketing with their marketing team to do on Instagram where we promoted their property and they promoted ours. So, there's nothing out of the box that we can't do, or at least think of and try to make something happen. So,
And this is where you'll set
Think
up
outside.
those relationships. So get yourself to Las Vegas.
And I'm
in
gonna say,
April.
I don't know any agent of mine that has gone to the G&E and has not at least made back what they spent on referrals that they've gotten through
That's
the business, the people that they've met. And I myself was ERA, which has their
Right.
big event,
We're all,
and not anything compared, sorry, ERA, to what Sotheby's does with their event. And I went with the vision as a broker to meet with brokers. And I will tell you, when I was helping Tasha do a open house for a historic home because it was haunted, and here I'm on this, Facebook Live. I had the broker from India, a broker from Spain. All these brokers were on my Facebook Live because I had connected with them at the G&E. So we were able to show her seller, who was thrilled that we had all these brokers from Sotheby's watching this crazy Facebook Live. That was kind of freaky because all these weird things happened. But
on the Facebook Live too.
it did. It was really weird. Yeah. The person who
Wow.
bought it loved that it was haunted. But anyway.
That's not a house.
No,
No.
that's exactly right. Now, I want you to keep in mind when you watch this video, it's the same house. Okay, keep that in your mind. Isn't that amazing? Yeah. Amazing. So the brand marketing is, as we've been talking about, it's to develop and curate quality content. And so the brand, Premier Sotheby's especially, they have gone above and beyond to make sure that you can do multiple platforms. And Carrie loves Presentation Suite. We have a million ways that you can certainly use any of our brand marketing. So the advertising plan, we're not going to go into much today. We're trying to get through just so that you understand more about, and Sonia goes through these with you in your marketing quick start. So if you haven't done one of those, she is amazing and can help you with that. I love our website, sotheby'srealty.com. There are very few websites out there that not only can you search by lifestyle, but you can also change how it's paid for. You can change any of the properties globally that you want to use out there. So just make sure and spend some time on here and really teach yourself about it. It's a wonderful, wonderful place.
Can I also say, if you have a listing, keep that in mind, because when you do that listing checklist, that's how we know how many of those websites to put it on.
That's right.
So you have to think through that. So by knowing what's on that website, you'll have an idea of how many lifestyles you want to select. And that's how it'll populate on all those pages.
That's great advice. The listing systems checklist, I know we went through that together, some of us. I would recommend that anytime you know that you're going to go on a listing presentation, start there. Use those. They're printed in your office. and they are really one of the greatest tools.
Especially when you're on that listing to help you get that listing appointment, because to get that listing, because we
Right.
say, look at all these ways that we can actually advertise your home. These are different websites and different types of people that we're going to actually expose your home by lifestyle. Nobody sits there dreaming, oh, how many 3-bedroom, 4-bathroom homes am I going to see? Nobody cares, right? They're not
Right.
dreaming of that toilet
That's
bowl.
right.
They're dreaming about the equestrian lifestyle or the farmer or whatever it is, right? So these are the things that you have to think about. And that's a huge selling point because nobody else does that.
That's right. That's right. And so that listing system checklist is one of your greatest tools.
I had a question. This is probably a sidebar question, but I saw the guy that had the VR goggles on.
Yeah.
That I have somebody that as soon as their listing that they have right now expires in Bay Hill, I've been working with another lady who wants to showcase that house by this. We got to do a video and then that. There's some folks that want to look at the house in the metaverse. I met her when I spoke at the Orlando Crypto Week. So I didn't know if that's something that, are we doing that as a company or is that just something as an individual agent doing? Because if we're doing that as a company, I want to know what kind of resource are out there so I don't have to pay for it
Right.
to be able to
Absolutely.
do a virtual open house in the metaverse for somebody. who wants to
Absolutely.
buy.
I think that's such a good idea. And I think it's the wave of the future.
Yeah.
So it's certainly something that Sonia and Carrie can help you figure out. Your marketing people are the ones that can really help you figure that out. Because if that's true, you need to be the preemptive person who's going to start that.
But it's not, it's only $800,000 house, not a huge house.
It doesn't matter.
That's,
It's about the service. And that's something, if that's
All right.
important to you, Tony, then you make sure we'll figure that out for you. Okay?
we got about
I don't know the answer.
3 more weeks for that other listing expires.
She said 3 hours.
They listed with another agent and I gotta wait for that that listing to expire.
I have some information on that.
Okay.
Yeah, there's ways. So make sure that on the Sotheby'sRealty.com that your agent profile is complete. Again, since the beginning of 2020, we've had more than 55,000 new subscribers. So make sure that you're following our YouTube channel. So I'm going to flip through here because I do want to make sure that you see a couple of these. List Track, we have beautiful training. If you go to 04 Premier Academy and go down to Tool Library, there's some great places that you can actually do training on List Track, Presentation Suite, RPR. If you're new to the business, there's some dot loop training. There's some showing time. My Marketing Matters. So make sure that you familiarize yourself. I'll go through that with you guys. But that's a great place for professional development too.
And when you have your first listing, we're going to sit together and we're going to go through these tools because we actually use these tools to help you sell the listing. And more importantly, we want to use these tools to help you get listings.
Correct. That's why we're here,
Yeah.
to list and sell.
And
So
Insight's your best friend. Insight is like the almanac for any information. So always kind of go there and just look around and open each button and see what's available there. Just like she said, there is that loop that everything, List Track.
yeah, that's a great place. Insight is your premier Sotheby's International Realty intranet. So anything inside the company, that's where it lives. Insight is your best tool. You can get to anything we're talking about through Insight in My Hub.
Two 2021 was a remarkable year in so many ways. There were innumerable obstacles to overcome, yet you led us to heights beyond the imagination. You didn't just surpass the record set in 2020, you exploded beyond to an amazing $10.7 billion in closed sales volume, a 51% growth year over year. Once again, you've positioned yourselves among the most elite of professionals in this entire industry, and you've confirmed the power of our unique culture we've built together. based on elevated experiences and commitment. We could not be prouder of you and all on this team for this truly astounding achievement. Congratulations and thank you.
That's the $10.7 billion video that I just told you. That does live in Insight under your marketing tab. So make sure that you use those in your day-to-day business. Share those. We're lucky enough to be a part of and aligning ourselves with Peerage Realty Partners. They are true partners in our business, and it's an awesome opportunity for us.
What most people don't get about the real estate business is this. It's not about floor plans and comp prices and video tours. It's about people. Great real estate agents aren't just listers and sellers. They're advisors and guides. They're part of the community. They can help find amazing opportunities. Most importantly, they have that special gift that makes the home buying experience a joy instead of a job. The most successful real estate firms have always known this, and they've created cultures where these brilliant, talented superstar agents could thrive. But now, some people are looking at this business in a different way. These local agencies are a great financial play, they say. We can roll a bunch of them up, cut costs, promise of new technology, and sell them to Wall Street for more than they're worth on Main Street. It's a good plan for investors, but a lot of the best, most motivated agents wish there was another place to call home. Luckily, now there is. Peerage Realty Partners is different. Our philosophy isn't to have the most offices in the most places. It's to have the best talent in the business. So we don't acquire businesses. We architect partnerships. We can bring state-of-the-art technology and support services to our partners, and we have the financial strength to invest in their growth. But great agencies aren't built by software and systems. They're built by passionate and talented entrepreneurs. Those are not the kind of people who want to sell their future. So we make sure that our partners, from the first generation on, participate in the growth and success of their dream. Investing in tools and technology is critical, but that just takes money. To build great partnerships, you have to invest in something that's even more important. Peerage Realty Partners. We invest in passion.
They're the most wonderful people. You know, in the hurricane, so many people were devastated, including 3 of our OAs in our company. And so they automatically called Budge and wrote him a check for $50,000 to help anybody in our company that needed it. And then the rest was to be donated to hurricane relief. They're truly partners in our company. So, and they have an amazing reputation in the world.
There's a picture of that, I think, on Insight where he's giving check. Use that as well
For your marketing. Yep. Anybody that has been in the real estate business has known Budge Husky in some form or fashion. He has been in the business 44 years, I think he said, right? A long time. No, he's not that old. 34 years.
Well,
A
you
long
could
time.
say that because he was cleaning the offices of his dad. So
Right.
could be,
Yeah.
right? Like maybe not as an actual realtor, but he was actually even cleaning the offices because his dad was a broker. Mhm.
His dad was a developer too. He developed Sweetwater Oaks.
Yeah.
Budge is a wonderful guy. And you know what I love about him? I'm going to say this to anybody that will listen. If you call him, he answers. And there are many CEOs who don't have time to do that. He's a wonderful human being. And then Christine Newell. I'm not sure I've ever known a woman as smart as Christine Newell. She is smart and savvy and kind and really is always on the cutting edge of technology. And so she has really helped us grow. And we're terribly grateful for that. So here's your marketing team. You can't ever say that you don't have people everywhere you look that are going to help you elevate to the next level with your marketing. Here's another, the national prominence that we get to be a part of. There's that 10.7 billion again. It's still just an absolute amazing number to me. So we're the number 2 in affiliates worldwide, internationally. Look at that. Is that amazing?
Can I just say something about Bud real quick?
Yeah.
So you know how we're known within the brand, not just because we're number 2, but also because we're the longest standing affiliate, which I just found out, which is unbelievable. But anyway, so yesterday, so I'm on the board of directors, you guys know, for Florida Realtors, and the board of directors for Aura. And it's always important to me that we have a presence at the boards. And Budge also believes in that as well. And so we had the CEO of the National Association of Realtors sit in our board of directors meeting yesterday. And so when I introduced myself, I said I was with Premier Sotheby's. He says, "Oh, Budge Husky." Oh, Budge is great. So everybody knows Budge, who's also, by the way, on the board of directors for the National Association of Realtors. And when Zillow came in and said that they wanted to make sure that, and they were a big proponent of this, that they wanted to make sure that as agents started getting their names put out there on all these sites, they wanted it put out with the company's number. And all the other brokers, by the way, said, yeah, we want the company's name next to the agent's name. Why? So that they can start selling the leads back to the agents. That's why they do it, guys. Budge Husky said, no, we don't ever do that as a company. We don't believe in that. We want the leads to go to our agents. First of all, it's the agent who knows everything about that property. So it's for the customer, because that's the best experience of the customer. And it's for the agent. That agent has worked long and hard to get that lead, and we're not going to sell them back a referral on their own lead. So as a company, he forced the vote and said, then that should be the broker's decision on what they choose to do. We are the only brokerage that does not allow the company number to go out. Now they can put the company number with it, but we require ourselves to put the name, the cell phone number for our agent. So anytime we have an opportunity, we opt in only the cell phone number of the agent. We never, so if you see a company number that's not by us, we have opted in the agent's cell phone number. We do not want the company number. So I just want you to know that. That came from Budge Husky. That is what he believes in. That is what this company stands for. We stand for you.
Always.
Always.
Yep. It's such a gift. So here she is. There's our girl.
There's Alex.
So she is your director of relocation and referrals. Like I said, align yourself with her. These are just, you know, I love this map so much. So look at all of the presence that you have in Florida and in North Carolina. It's amazing. So the Sotheby's International Realty brand, it's built on centuries-long prestige of the world's preeminent auction house. I love that so much. So articulating the brand is probably my favorite thing that we are able to do.
The world's most extraordinary properties deserve the world's most extraordinary marketing. Premier Sotheby's International Realty hand selects the best print and digital publications in our regions. We target publications that focus on real estate and luxury lifestyles, from brand advertising to showcasing our listings and open houses. Our well-established regional media partnerships allow for the most exposure across print and online platforms. Marketing our listings is a priority, but most importantly, it is our role as a company to provide an extraordinary experience for our buyers and sellers. It's just as important that we have a strong local marketing plan, from 12-page newspaper listing ads to high-end magazine spreads promoting our brand and culture. We have strategic partnerships with prominent local media throughout Florida and North Carolina, designed to drive engagement and leads. We partner with and distribute properties to the most significant media companies in the world, from the Wall Street Journal, the New York Times, and Apple TV, to Jawai.com and more. Our properties are viewed an outstanding 200 million times annually across all of our partner sites. Your home will experience immediate syndication through an unrivaled network of prominent real estate websites. Since 90% of all buyers begin their search for residential real estate online, our digital presence is a priority. Our beautiful listings are presented with the highest quality photography, video, and 3D virtual reality walkthroughs. This ensures quality control and maximum engagement, providing the white glove standard of service for all our sellers at every price point. That's the result of an extensive investment in advertising and our focus on telling the story of each unique home. Our website offers full screen high definition videos, high resolution photography, market reports, 17 language options, multiple currencies, and features lifestyles and destinations. We understand that marketing your property is our priority. It deserves nothing less than the best. With an in-house team of over 25 marketing specialists, Premier Sothebys International Realty provides a comprehensive suite of print, digital, social media, and public relations services, tailored to promote each unique property to a targeted audience of qualified buyers. We will never forget who we are, the local brokerage with a global reach, the one with the enduring brand and storied heritage that began in 1744. We market the homes of the best customers in the world, you.
Okay, so I promised Carrie I'd be done in 11. Not quite good. So I am going to jump ahead. I want you to see a couple of things at the end of my deck that are super important. And of course, most of the things that we're going through here with reports and things like that, they're things that I go through with you as well as Sonia. I do want to make sure that you're using a couple of things in your offices that I absolutely love. I love the buyer's guide. Are you all using the buyer's guide? When you go out and show property, it's got a folder in the back. It is beautiful. I also want to make sure that you're using the, I love, what is the, I love the listing presentation. Who doesn't? But I also love the listing systems checklist. If you're not using that, you need to really be using that in every single opportunity when you get ready to go on a listing presentation. So you all know that we align ourselves with South State and also with Premier Concierge Insurance. Our job is to make sure that we are a core services company for you. So the fact that you have somebody in your office that can always talk, thank you. That's your buyer's guide, which I love. It's so beautiful. But the fact that we have a relationship with South State like we do, there is nobody out there better at making sure that they have personal service. And then, of course, we have Premier Concierge Insurance. I think Audrey, is Audrey your?
No, Premier
Insurance.
Concierge, we have Rob Clark and Micah Common.
Okay, wonderful. So do you want to say a little something on behalf of South State?
Well, actually, I have Tom. So what?
Yeah.
We are so thrilled to have such wonderful partners. We have Tom and we have Maria. They're amazing. But most importantly, to have a partner that has unique programs that nobody offers, the most important thing is to pick the brain all the time. Right. Because it's marketing with a solution. That's the difference, right? To be able to say, I know you're a little bit scared about 7% interest rates, but what if you could buy with no money down and no mortgage insurance? Because that mortgage insurance saves money in your pocket every month and not having to come out of pocket with any money down. They make the difference between waiting, right? So who else offers that? Tom? Nobody, right? So this is where we go to Tom when we say, hey, Tom, help you come up with a cool little short but sweet little thing to say. Or Tom, poor Tom, we co-broke and did a little video together, which was a couple takes. Right?
Yeah,
So,
yeah, on that note, I'm planning to do another lunch and learn. So
Oh, great.
I'll
What
get
are you
together
doing?
with you and we'll figure it out a couple weeks down the road. I know you hired a couple new agents, anybody that wants a refresher on it. We did a lunch and learn on our AMP product and there are so many, so it's a zero money down with no PMI up to $647,000, right? And we can do an MLS search to find the properties that qualify, like for instance, like note it might be a higher income price range, but it's minority 50 plus, so it qualifies. So anyone qualifies with no income restrictions for this product. So we'll get that scheduled in a couple weeks and talk more about that and maybe do just a question answer session. I did want to mention one thing that's come up today on 2 new deals, especially with the hurricane and the conversations we had with insurance last week. If it's an older roof, you're not getting insurance unless there's a new roof put on. So we have an excellent construction renovation program. They can buy a house. I'm going one at $700,000 purchase. The roof is $50,000. So we do a total acquisition, just like a new build of $750, and they can put down 10% down payment, and there's no PMI. So it's a great program. I'm going to send out an email today referencing that, a buy down program. If you've heard of the temporary buy downs are kind of new. So I'm going to send that out today as well too. And then we'll figure out the budget.
Sounds great. So we're all about solutions for what's happening to the market today. Because the market changes every 2 seconds, and we want to be in front of it, proactive. Because the most important thing is we don't want people, when people are afraid, our job has to be to clarify that. We have to give them the confidence to move forward with their dreams. People shouldn't stop living because they're afraid. And so what they need is clarity on how they can move forward and feel confident with their decision. That's what our job is. So that's why we have wonderful partners like Tom, wonderful partners like Mike and Rob from Premier Concierge Insurance to give us also great ways that we can get around the insurance hurdles that we're having. And we're all here to work together to come up with that. Also, these are fabulous. You guys know I love these. The elevated marketing services. These are my favorite trifolds. They're back. They were out for a while. I'm so excited they're back. At least I know one of those. It's really good. So you guys take as many as you need. You know, they're on all the offices now. You guys have these in them. Tony, you can take one.
Yeah, they're my favorite.
I love them. Let me see.
All right, so I'm gonna wrap with this, guys. So that beautiful piece of music was commissioned by us. The Royal Philharmonic actually performed that, and they recorded it at Abbey Road Studios in London. So make sure, right?
That's not. I feel like it sounds like something that my wife, was in the soundtrack of a chick flick. My wife maybe. I was thinking somebody to come out and
Tony.
Big city girl, small town farmer.
Right, I know.
I wasn't sure where this is going. I know it's that season Hallmark's around the corner. I'm sorry.
Tony, I do love you.
But the great thing is that this is not only, we don't have to worry about licensing.
Right.
You
it's
have
on Insight
access
for
to
your
this
use.
on Insight.
Yeah.
And in different size and lengths as well. And if you'll notice, if you've ever been put on hold, that's our hold music too.
That's right. You can use it as a ringtone. You can do all the things.
Mhm.
So how about questions for me? Any questions? Anything I can help you with? I know I'm going to meet with a couple of you after the meeting. So I am grateful for your time today. I'm grateful to be able to bring this message to you guys. And I'm going to leave some cards with Cindy. And so if you ever have anything that our beautiful Sonia can't take care of, your fearless leader here, who is as amazing as they come. If there's something they can't cover, just make sure that you always reach out to me. Okay. Thanks, guys, for having me.
I just
Yeah.
want to tell you guys one quick thing about videos, since we watch all these wonderful videos. So if you do a video for a property, there are some specifications about what the length of it is, and there are some regulations on the music that you have to use from Storybox. And if you do one and you need to get the MP3 file, just reach out to me and I'll get it to your video photographer, and then we'll get it put on, because in that way it will make sure it syndicates to Sir. So there are some specifications if you want to read more about it on Insight, but I just want to make sure everybody's aware of that information, so that, you know, if you spend that money, you want to make sure you get your, you know, your property shown as much as possible.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, thank you, Ms. Page.
Thank you for having me. I love being here. So I will make sure that I get back here first of the year.
Good.
Yeah.
Well, listen, we did mimosas, so we'll have to do something else. We'll be creative.
As we get closer to Derby, we'll do some real mint juleps.
Okay, we like that. Well, thank you everybody who came online, and I'm gonna stop the share here. I'm gonna continue. I'm gonna say share. What did I do here? I'm gonna say stop share now, and I'm gonna say, anybody online have any questions for Ms. Page? Anybody? All right, well, thank you all for coming. I will be putting this up on YouTube, and I look forward to seeing everybody again soon. Remember, business planning has begun. So let me know, set up your business planning. Bye.